and get the site essentially for free. It's going to be 5v5 retake. Hobbit trading for SDY. Actually, enters displaying. And they're trying to retake jungle control and even use it to go through CT at a very dangerous moment. And interz going more aggressive, just trying to hold this ticket booth room, assuming someone might be in here. Might not be prepared for mirrors hiding in the nest side of the nest room. Mirror's just waiting and biding his time to actually go for this retake until just now, but gets caught from the side. Nafany and interz able to take him down. It looks like they're trying to go for the smoke defuse. It's being stuck still, and it's about to go off. No one's... But it looks like just last second, Chopper able to get taken out, and Gambit...
None of them being degster on the AWP. It's in fact Mir, and some die young, and it's Mir with the peak. Great early frag here, and that's gonna give Team Spirit the edge.
Looks like the top mid nade to got a little bit short, but that amazing self flash from Mir to allow him to get a double now on mid. Fantastic positioning not to get caught out after getting the first, with degster just holding the angle in the apartments to get Axile.
And just to find the 2 frags, and that's enough to stall the...
We want to find that opening frag to help cause concern. Looks like they're interested in trying to go through from main site. With magixx focused towards apartments, he has to worry about 2 different angles. Able to get away barely in time as magixx is able to catch one as well and react and swing from there.
Yeah, magixx right now is holding the angle, waiting for the players, but Axel's gonna be super quick on the peak. Great early frag here for Gambit. They can continue with the push, but Mir holds the line. Finally, nafany gets in position to get the frag here in Mir. So there's the potential for a bomb plant. Hobbit in a prime position. The 2 remaining players, they're just gonna get shut down. It's a great one here for nafany. He gets the frag here and some die young, and lonesome degster remains, and he's just nowhere.
This B bomb site, playing focused on rotation, and this might be a counterplay almost. Team Spirit are now quickly adjusting this A site. Chopper able to find contact, and that's bombed down. His rotations are about to start to come in way faster. degster has to hold in Palace from above. This Hobbit's found the first Chopper in dark. His Tetra's been lost. CT smoked off. degster trying to go above ticket to find that pick. Even willing to try to go for this re-engagement after spending a second. Mir's been able to find nafany on the side. His mid's held off. And Hobbit's pre-firing above that ticket boost. Sure, the position's controlled. Hobbit realizes the danger of this gap in connector. Able to find one, even though he holds the angle. Not able to win the duel, and Shero's left in a 1v3.
Oh, and he gives away the sound cue as well. Mir prime position.
Initial pick from mid. Looks like we're seeing a mid take onto A. Single palace lurk. degster's been able to find that early pick, even though completely flashed. And Chopper's obtained that ramp control, which is causing a bit of a problem. And SDY pushing through the jungle smoke. Looks like they're trying to turn this into a cat play. The flash barely misses, so they know there's players crossing this way. degster barely misses the leg shot. Bit awkward to land. It's the only thing he can see there, especially while crouching. But magixx now trying to handle the full push, getting mollied off and throwing the smoke deep. Has to jump on down. Not able to get the second, but it's a 3-on-4. Turned even until Mir is able to break it into the 3v2 and still hold map control. Getting a second now. Last remaining player of Shero's positions known. Seen by the op of degster. Mir has to be careful to contact. Shero able to find the first into the one.
Mirage. There we go. We can see all the players. In fact, just the 4 players back in the server for this one, but looks like we're just going to continue on playing the way it is, as we have Gambit Esports nafany here on the B bomb site. A great position to hold. Now he does need his teammates to get in position as quickly as possible. As we can see, Team Spirit, they might try to go for these engagements here. It is going to be the first one. Goes the way of nafany. Great pickup on one. Gonna try to regress for more. These players will get caught out here by magixx. And now Gambit Esports committing to the bomb site here. magixx gets the frag here on Shero, leaving it all up to interz. A 1 versus 3 with just a Galil. Looks like he's gonna have to try and go for this one, but it's not looking easy. magixx right around the corner though. Make the sound cue. interz does find the first one. Goes for the length.
Once again, holding this apartment's angle. Holding it a bit differently. More towards the bench rather than the same typical angle he's been using most of the half. Still going to be hard for them to find much to do as they swing on out. He finds the first and has enough time to reset. Shiro just trying to hold this angle for the repeat. Can even see the barrel of his op, but gets flashbang from Mir to help him out, so magixx can get that additional frag, leaving interz alone. And magixx even set up aggressively to close it out.
11-4, and for Team Spirit, this is such a great scoreline at the A-bomb site. Chopper with the one smoke and the flashbangs to work with. He's gonna try to chuck it in and allow the Hail Mary play. There we go. Smoke being deployed, flash as well. Hobbit holding the angle, waiting for more players to appear, but it's degster, it's some Young. Good frags here for Team Spirit. They're gonna continue on with the advancement. There are a few guys in CT spawn. Some Young deals the damage, but nafany, great response though. A great pickup here for Gambit Esports of 3 versus 3. Also notice that there's the bombs planted in an open position. So for Team Spirit, they get that bomb planted and they back away to safety. As for magixx though, P to 50, so precise. Gets the frag on nafany and doesn't even have to peek anymore. Interz and Axel need to get as close as possible to try and find these players, but it's not going to be easy. Axel does recover the kit here, but 3 players to find. It's just going to be way too much, even for Axel.
And advantage going to what could be the most important round of this first map. Hobbit needs to get this. We'll be able to find it onto magixx, bringing it back into a more reasonable 4-on-4. But there's another 3 creeping towards ramp. Hobbit's about to have to worry about trying to play carefully around the smoke. Could get caught out with the wrong timing. Able to get one of the bomb with SDY, making it a 3-on-3 as he's traded. And an important play, Shiro towards CT with his AWP. Need to be very careful with when he takes this engagement. Not entirely sure if they do have the information about him. With all these players trying to rotate through mid. And degster's peeking from above, so sees the head of Shiro. Even though he doesn't necessarily get eliminated just yet, he's known and getting pressured by Chopper. Can only have a bit more to run, but they're able to use that space, focus on what should be a weaker round for them. With only 3 rifles in play, now turned into 4. Be up to interz with his first contact, able to take the first, focus more towards the apps players, getting instantly denied with the trade from SDY, making it a 2v4 against 15. Not much for him to do here, and already Team Spirit have found this key 15th. Besides miracles, Hobbit's trying to find some room, but likely just some exits and potentially an upgrade at this point is about all they can obtain. Looks like the nade's going down deep, still able to hold. And interz is just going forward with the spray and has to, only able to find one as Exile's also taken out. Nafany is able to take down magixx, making it a 3-on-2 situation. But they do have control of the site. Chopper able to stick the bomb down. Mir needs to hold this off, almost getting caught out. Nafany trying to figure out how to safely adjust and looks like setting up Chopper on the boost off angle. And a nice nade onto Mir, bringing him down to 30 now. Making him far more vulnerable to these rifles. Far more reliable 2-shot for both of these players. To take them out and slowly trying to surround them, clear it out. But Chopper's been able to find the first. He's stuck in this position, has to drop down, and with it, taking down his direction. Just trying to hide behind the long box and stall, but with that flashbang, he knows they're going to be coming in. Has to land multiple shots here, able to find one, but that's all he'll be able to grab and pick up. Shiro now towards CT as Chopper's already holding the flank for any rotating players. Won't be able to take any of them down, making it even 3-on-3. Situation becomes a little bit better for this retake, though still very dangerous. Nafany needs to take this first contact in a very exposed position. Just crouching his way through and just holding pressure on the angle, letting interz come in from the side. Find the first, not able to take Mir down just yet. Mir magixx find 1 each, meaning interz is left in this 1v2, getting tagged up with the gush, and magixx taking
eliminated from the Swiss stage. It's that's pride, and pride is so important. As we can see right now, Team Spirit going for the push on the B-bomb side. Degster manages to find the one. Some Young chimes in as well. It's nafany to take the hit, and that will be the B-bomb side exploited by Team Spirit. Great early pick here in middle from Chopper, and you can see the round is coming to an end here. Team Spirit, another successful hit on the B-bomb side. Shiro, last man standing.
Picking them apart so they can get away with this first full buy win and keep up this dominance. Shiro trying to save, but even then, have any way to comfortably adjust at the moment. throwing a flashbang in the tunnels to even aggressively peek for it. And interz has the information as well as an off angle, standing on top of the stone pillar, just holding for a window push. But instead of the smoke fading soon, might be able to see a player through the gap. interz trying to carefully crouch, seeing heads, knows there's tons of players right behind these double doors. Has to worry about people from multiple directions, but it looks like they're just jumping through the window. interz and nafany able to tune in together to get two. Hobbit following with a third. nafany with a fast response, and SCY the last remaining, taken out by the net out. magixx quickly throws that smoke to give himself cover to play around. Getting pre-fired a bit, down to 34, but still able to win the duel in SDY. Chopper to get the response through the smoke, but it's still a 2v4 brought into 1 as Chopper's taken down through the smoke from Shiro. And degster's left all alone, deep inside long. On the side, Cubby will drop down to the pit. Just waiting for any engagement. Able to see the shoulder peek and able to get the flick onto Hobbit. Might give him an opening, but still only 20 seconds remaining. And interz going aggressive for this duel. And awkwardly tagged as Shiro's holding the deep B bomb site angle. And nafany's willing to go aggressive, take the risk, catching degster on the side. Perfect timing, but now leaves Shiro in a 1v3 as Hobbit staying locked down at mid. Has to take that first contact on the peak. SDY getting caught the second he moves away from the shot. And the 5-7 from Shiro with the HE is able to take him out. And Shiro's holding the site on his own. Even waiting for the shot to get baited out. And Hobbit pushing through mid instead, making it a 3-on-1. And Chopper getting perfectly timed and getting to from above. Situation, and Hobbit able to find a double from below, and magixx will be able to follow up from the side. This Hobbit with this flank behind will almost take down the entire initial push. That lovely double spray transfer from magixx to finish it off. Chopper's able to get some revenge on Hobbit, but that will be all as he's forced to save. Going into the next round, Gambit with a very quick response, and due to that mid control not being held as they go in for that cat execute, Hobbit around mid, the entire reason it fell apart. Now Shiro's left in an awkward exposed position, just has to jump down and give us the angle. Able to punish Mir going for the engagement, but now has to worry about all the players above him. So left to a 3-on-4. Being a little bit more confident this time. degster trying to hold behind so they don't get flanked and spanked like before. That being the case, degster just holding the stairs. Sure, they win this engagement. degster able to trade and get the double onto interz and Hobbit. Holding Cat single-handedly, and just Shiro to run away, holding the lower tunnels. Might have been seen as he was jumping or heard by degster. Forcing magixx to be tempted to head towards Goose. Trying to smoke off so he can cross that angle safely. Instead going aggressive, almost finding the double transfer. Won't be able to connect the second. And it's up to interz to try to rotate CT as his team might go for this retake despite the 3-on-4 situation. Bomb going down, setting up a flash for Long and his teammate, and nafany is able to find an opening early. HE isn't able to connect. magixx able to still hold on with 7 HP, but interz keeps spamming more players down through the smoke, and able to find the opening on Chopper. The gap, degster's able to land the no scope through it, and using the smoke as a one-way, magixx is able to catch Hobbit from the side, and nafany's forced to save and give Spirit the lead once again. Trying to do the best they can to exit, though it looks like he's being a little bit hungry and trying to go for them as they exit here. Catching the head of magixx. Looks like we soon have a pause with freeze time after. Not able to take down degster, but the bomb certainly will do.
Economy is not in the best position. So if they win this round, they're going to break Team Spirit. That's exactly what they're looking forward to, but that's not going to happen. degster and Mir, great 2 frags early on here. Team Spirit have so much control right now. They already have a player pushing out a longhouse. He can have the intel right there. Though there's the re-aggression here from a player like magixx. Looks like we might even see an aggressive play here from the likes of Shiro potentially. Oh, magixx, he's going to try to go for this. Looking for the fight here up short. Gets the 1, but degster, quick reply.
Not able to get the trade to follow it up and make it a double to balance out the fact of how much damage those MP9s did early on, even though tragically not able to find the frags. Missing a few key bullets to be able to close out those kills, and with that being the case, Shiro's left in a 1v4 situation. Both sides under their control. SDY with contact, knowing where this last player is. That smoke to bait him out, and even winning the duel. Even angles. So they try to get that sight control, but able to land the head flick, only seeing the top of Mir's dome and eliminating it. Trying to stick the bomb. Chopper getting pushed off the plant with these jump scout plays, and it'll be enough for Hobbit to be able to catch them exposed. And now magixx left with 14.
Control of the bomb site. The bomb is gonna get planted, but Team Spirit, is it gonna be a 5-man setup? Yeah, 5 players coming in from short. This is gonna get deadly. This is gonna get crazy. Team Spirit have all the players from the same angle. Nafany, great pickup here on magixx. More players getting close. Mir gets his interz with a response. Still looking good here for Team Spirit, but Hobbit holding his ground goes down to Mir. Axel will get his interz with the response. It's a 1v1 right now. Degster looking for the frag, and he will find it on interz. What a great round here from Team Spirit. Look like it's going to be a difficult retake, but the
Smoke on the gap. But seeing the spam shots come through, it's keeping him pressured to stay deep in this goose position, which could end up being awkward, stuck with the AWP in play. Be up to Chopper to try to help protect him after Degster finds that first on nafany, but he's already been taken out. Now he has to deal with 2, able to get a second, but not able to follow up with that op. But things become a little bit more problematic as magixx has taken top mid control, catching Shiro in the back, and now it's a 2v2 retake situation with one of the players on the B bomb site.
That's the problem. This gunfight, oh, it matters so much. Hobbit wins it. If he ends up losing it, that's suddenly a much more winnable chance for Team Spirit. For magixx, if he wins this fight, he's not going to be aware. Oh, now he is aware of interz positioning. It's still a difficult 1 versus 2. No kit for magixx. Does win the fight against interz. Now knows the positioning of Hobbit. And that will be plenty of time for magixx to secure the victory. And the clutch here for Team Spirit. There's going to be just enough time, I believe.
There isn't. Gambit have been able to steal one away.
In the pit. And that's what engagement you don't want to take. Even if you're a player with the AUG. magixx, though, headshot engagement here. Wins it against Shiro, but Shiro still gets the frag here on Degster. Yeah, long control coming in here for Gambit. A quick push on the A-bomb site, working out wonders for them.
So entranced on the short control. And Axel with the slurk going for the knife! Taking down Mir, getting some bonus money along the way. That's actually genuinely needed with the fact of how many Galils they've been stuck with us for this round. The very quick reaction to just not throw any smokes and just cross with how focused Team Spirit were on the catwalk is a very important move to make, but looks like Axel will be caught alone. But the flashbang will be clearly visible, but still work out. And the second flashbang's even better, allowing them to take Gambit apart. All 4 players caught out through mid with multiple flashbangs set up together. With that, Axel's left alone in a 1v5. And the round Team Spirit was hoping for, trying to keep these weapons for, finally breaks through for them as they're able to get their 12th. And once again, barely maintain the lead against Gambit. He has the space to work with, able to peek out. No gaps through the smoke initially found, but magixx is able to at least deal with this A push on the side, getting both players, making it a 4-on-3. Site may potentially be lost and a plant being able to be found. Shiro trying to hunt for that frag, able to find one, but Chopper able to use the rest of the mag to find the trade, make it a 3-on-2, be up to nafany to get some early impact here and win that engagement. But Chopper is undefeatable in this position, getting tagged down in the back 2, brought down to 2, and still taking the engagement against Hobbit, brought down now to 48. And it looks like the plan for Hobbit is to just save and give up the site. Not going to try to get this round, but be willing to just give Team Spirit their 13th. The flashbang to help them out will take them off of that engagement. Chopper has to be careful as he has to worry about an AWP in play too. Able to position around it perfectly. So even though he's an op staring down him this entire time, or the scout rather, he's still able to find at least one. That said, he'll eventually be caught and taken out, so it'll be just Degster and Mir left alive. Best situation for them would be to save, though it looks like they're waiting and spending a second to think about it. But after hearing that smoke thrown on the catwalk, that'll be enough to make this too difficult for them to go with. With that, they'll just try to save these 2 rifles to go into the next round. Though Team Spirit are certainly set up for the win and a possible 2-0. Gambit are right behind them and can get us to a 3rd map. Meanwhile, both these players trying to rotate out. And this lurk from nafany trying to get info on this B site means that SCY has to show his presence here, hopefully winning the duel as well. And with nafany winning that, they're going to quickly rotate, knowing that they've controlled this B site. So it's a 4-on-3. Suddenly, Team Spirit are already set up for the save. nafany with just 2 HP is able to take down the Opera of SDY and force them to just hide in this pit and wait as this bomb's planted and hope they respect them and let them save these 3 rifles into the next round to have another chance of keeping this lead once again.
Yeah, that round, that wasn't even a lurk coming in from nafany. I think he knew there was still 1 player on the B bomb site, and he was hoping to potentially...
These oppers, the fact that Mirror and degster are playing close to smoke will be important, but meanwhile, Long's been successfully held by magixx, able to take down Exile, or Axile rather, and with that, and Chopper is able to take down nafany on Catwalk, and Gambit are just giving them 1v1 duels, so they already have a 2-man advantage. Trying to throw smoke so they have a gap across, but interz doesn't jump and already brought down to 23. Nade will finish him off, and another one directly lands on Hobbit, bringing him down to 56. And this round's basically already over.
13 scoreline for your opposition, and I wouldn't be too surprised if right now with so much pressure mounting for both teams, we might begin to see some...
Trying to take this initial engagement on Long with magixx as they swing on out, and with this fight, Axile is able to take down magixx, but Chopper will be able to burn nafany down. But Axile isn't slowing down anytime soon, even before the initial long smoke blooms to give some space. Able to take down magixx with Chopper. With this being the case, SDY with degster trying to creep on up for this retake, knowing that they're probably dedicating long. If they get a flashbang set up to take this engagement, could catch them out. But instead, it's degster just waiting to fire. And SD trying to boost up SDY, which is caught out by Shiro. And now it's a 2v4. Gambit to keep it even 14-14, besides a miracle coming out. I don't believe will be coming anytime soon. Waiting as the first shots are denied, barely missing Shiro's dome. And with that, it's left to degster, left to save. Quick hunt, Shiro trying to already start it. Will be denied the first. Hobbit will be the next to try to find some contact with him. Make sure this op is not saved. These conserved weapons have been a lifeline for Team Spirit as Gambit have been continuing the streak. It's going to be nothing they want more than to end it, and degster will deny it. degster getting isolated. One of these CT smokes for magixx to hold behind, but able to use it as a very strong one-way and give that cover. nafany tries to push through that CT smoke, gets cut off. Hobbit the first one to find one, but interz gets taken out meanwhile, and Hobbit gets taken out by magixx as well, leaving Shiro in a 1v4. Everyone split. degster not able to land this first flick, but Chopper is far and prepared. Doesn't connect the first spray. Barely doesn't connect the second either on interz, but Mirror helping out degster to get these players isolated and eliminated. Axile and Shiro, the last 2 remaining. Axile trying to hold mid from the back and a flank. And Shiro's not able to take anyone down yet until just now, catching degster, making it a 2-on-3 situation. Just fighting for this tournament life to bring it into OT. Axile finds another, and Shiro follows it up with a second. And now magixx left in a 1v2. Can be anyone's game. Barely holding on. If magixx can get this kill, can deny and get the clutch, and he finds it! Gambit are going to get denied. Team Spirit to get the 2-0 miracle and get a very